12 stone, 6 pounds. Coming to us from Les Hauts, France, he brings a professional record consisting of 26 wins, 9 defeats, 2 draws, with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tony Averlant. And across the ring, the defending champion fighting tonight out on the blue corner. He's wearing black with gold and weighed in the same as his opponent, 12 stone, 6 pounds. Hailing from Ilford, England, he is undefeated with 14 wins. 13 of his 14 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBO Intercontinental and European Light Heavyweight Champion, Anthony the Beast Yarde.
Referee waiting for Anthony Yarde to be disrobed and to take his baseball cap off. They want him now, and Stephen Gray is not terribly impressed. But now, final words of advice.
Okay, boys, if a cold break, you take 1 step back. Don't punch around the back of the head. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
What's Anthony Yarde going to be able to produce tonight? Tony Averlant at his best. Averlant has pushed Eduard Gutnecht to a split decision defeat. Gutnecht not a bad fighter. Yarde should be able to account for him, and probably account for him spectacularly, but is he going to be pushed into the latter stages of a fight for the first time? We'll see.
That's what we want to see. And everyone talks about the power of Yarde, and it was tremendous. But for me, the patience in his work is what's been impressive.
Certainly doesn't waste a lot, does he?
No, I mean, he gets rid of his opponents early, but he doesn't rush his work. He takes his time. Because he has that power, he has that confidence that he can wait for the right shot. But no, bigger test to wait, and this might be it, and this might not.
Nice left-hand lead from the Frenchman. And back comes Yarde, trying to land that big right hand. That overhand right is his real power shot. Blocked by the gloves of Averlant.
Good job there from Yarde. My only worry for Averlant is that he stands very tall. He's very upright, which for someone like Yarde who stays nice and low, rolls, with big right hand over the top, it's a big target to hit. A bit more lateral movement.
Yarde will try to measure him for that concussive right hand.
Or left hook. He's got it in either hand.
Left hook to the body is a Yarde trademark as well. It's a quiet start, but there's a right over the top from Yarde.
It's a quiet start. He's not panicking, he's not rushing. I haven't landing enough punches. He knows that when he lands, it'll have an effect. So he's just stalking Averlant, making him do all the work with his feet, making him move around the ring, wasting space, wasting energy.
Good body shots, 2 solid ones, and a nod of recognition from Averlant, who tries to throw that jab off the ropes. Yarde thought that he was caught too much in his last fight. Maybe he was. He's still got his man out of there inside 4 rounds. Great shot. Tremendous left hook to the body.
Just as Averlant was going to throw a right hand of his own, just opened the guard. Just invited Yarde to throw that right hand on the middle, and again, good shot. Look at the mark on his face.
Oohs and ahs from the crowd as he landed that.
Look at the red on his eye from the glove in the right hand. It's just the power of it.
Averlant likes to fight at range if he can. You can see why, so he can work behind that long left-hand lead. Yarde will have none of that.
Well, he's just pouring with the jab. That's the problem for Averlant. You've got to make it a solid shot. You've got to deter or try and deter Yarde from walking forward. And that little tap with the jab's not enough.
Yarde just having a good look at his opponent, as he likes to in the early stages of a fight. Walking him down, teeing off heavy hooks again.
Good shot there from Averlant off the ropes.
And his corner got very excited about that overhand right and another one, and they finished on their feet. By right-handers from Averlant in the last 15 seconds or so, got their corner very excited, but Yarde had the better of it.
Yeah, he did. He was in control. He didn't do much, but he stalked a lot, made Averlant move a lot and waste a lot of energy. So expect Yarde to go to work now in the second round.
The French corner were rather slow getting out of the ring, but now the action underway. 10-rounder, and this is the second.
A bit more forceful straight away here from Yarde, closing the gap quicker.
Good shots. Trying to bring the uppercut through, and he's indicating to Yarde, come on, let's have it.
I know it's easier said than done when you're not in there, but the fact that he's not throwing enough back, Averlant, Yarde, it's easy for Yarde to walk up on him. And he can set up his attacks because he knows there's nothing coming back. So Averlant's got to throw something. He's got to stop him. He's got to take that risk. Little feint with the front foot now for Yarde. And then he really has an open target then, because Averlant will try and cover it up, but there'll be so many gaps in that defence.
That right hand again from Averlant. Yarde smiles back at him as much as to say, is that it? Oh, another one, good shot. That is a good punch, and Yarde felt that one.
Well, Yarde doesn't block with the left hand. He doesn't hold his hand up, but he's doing it now. But he uses that shoulder, so that little shoulder roll. That's his defence. But when you've got a guy who's taller than you, he can punch over the guard, then it becomes a problem. You have to be able to punch. With the guys the same height or shorter, they punch up. But when they're taller, they can punch over the guard, over that shoulder.
A lot of fighters who've done that pretty effectively over the years. Think back a few years, and James Toney was one, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Mayweather was sort of the most known for it in recent years, for that sort of defence. But then when he boxed De La Hoya, he struggled a little bit, even though he won the fight, because De La Hoya was taller and would throw that right hand over the top of the shoulder.
Trying to bring that chopping right hand in again, Averlant, but that's better work from Yarde. Trying to show who's the boss in there and who really does have the heavier hands.
But what Yarde does, without rushing his work, he makes you feel his power early, even if it's on the arms, the gloves, and it makes you tempted to throw your shots.
Alain Couvillier in that French corner getting very excited.
He's had a bit of success, haven't he? I think what Yarde has found in his last couple of fights, where he stepped up, not massively, a little up in levels, just a little bit, is that you have to be a little bit defensively minded. And the better opponent will land shots.
Yeah, you're not going to get through a fight without having to take something, are you?
And that's, it's impossible. So you have to be a little bit. I know you're strong, you're powerful, and you're very good, effective going forward.
Light.
Have a look at this right hand again from Averlant. Not for the first time. And this is a really good one there.
Yeah, that second one was much better. The first one, he just leans away and takes a sting out of the punch. There's Anthony Yarde. But the second right hand was a fantastic shot.
But nevertheless, you've scored the round to Yarde, 2-0 to the champion.
I think so. Good day from Averlant, good start. But I think that'll give Averlant a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of confidence, and maybe let his hands go more, which might possibly help Yarde.
Well, Averlant will certainly fancy his chances with that right hand, because every time Yarde is trying to tee him up for the left hook, forward it comes, and there's a case in point. Right-hand side of Averlant's face is marking up. A few more of those. The right-hand side of Yarde's will be marking up similarly.
Well, in the corner, after that second round. It looked like Averlant done about 10 rounds already. He's come back well, hasn't he? Look at this.
Yeah, he fancies it now. He's got success at the end of the round. Well, you can't hit a man around the back of the head, as we of course know. And the referee stepping between them.
Good from Yarde there, just feinting the jab, coming on with the left hook on the corner. Good left hook there from Averlant, was the better left hook.
Yeah, he beat him to the punch, didn't he? Quality shot from the Frenchman.
He's done all right so far, hasn't he, in this round, Mr. Frenchman? And then that happens.
Yeah, he kind of rode it though, didn't he? I don't think it took a great deal out of him, and this is good again from Averlant. Yarde needs rounds, surely, in his career. Everybody associated with him knows that. Tunde Ajay, his trainer, knows that. He needs good competitive work, and he's getting it. Lovely uppercut from Yarde.
Took a risk throwing it, mind. He went in with his hands low. Would have paid off.
Fair play to Averlant though, he takes it well. He was bombed out in a couple of rounds by Jürgen Bremer not so long back. It was a body shot which took him out, Averlant.
Bremer's tough, southpaw, world class as well. After a really good start for this round, Averlant is struggling now.
Yeah, he's on the receiving end and still 40 seconds to go here. And Yarde is starting to unload. Another big right hand.
Turns all his body into that shot as well, doesn't he, at the end? He twists on the shoulders and the waist.
The man has tremendous core strength. Good uppercut inside. Nice work from Anthony Yarde. Hear those punches thudding home from ringside.
I'd like to see him put his punches there in combinations when he got him on the ropes there. He got him where he wants him. Rattle him off in 3s and 4s. Good shot again there from Yarde.
Good start to the round from Averlant, but Yarde has come on strong the further it's gone, and definitely picks up another round and gives him a bit of a look.
Dear predictable SUV.
Where Anthony Yarde is in action against the Frenchman Tony Averlant, and he was really starting to unload some big shots. Look at the state of it after only 3 rounds.
Even after the second round, it looked like he'd done a 10-rounder. It's been hard for him to keep Yarde at bay, but he started that third round off full of confidence, and flicking the jab out, a couple of good right hands. Then the strength and the composure of Yarde took over.
Here we go into the 4th round. Only ever been 28 rounds in his career so far, Anthony Yarde, in 14 professional fights, and never been past 4. Here we are in the 4th. Will he be going into new territory?
And he won't want to, but it won't be a bad thing for him.
Averlant still trying to get lucky with the chopping overhand right.
Ultimately, Averlant doesn't have the power to keep him at bay. That's the truth. As yet, anyway. It doesn't seem like
Big uppercut.
Right through the guard. Split it open, didn't he?
It was a very good shot indeed.
He's also proving it a little bit too easy to hit as well as he walks forward.
Well, there were signs, you could say, in his last fight that was there, and it was right hands that were catching him then, and it's a little bit the same.
It's that low left hand, but maybe it's because he has no respect for the opponent's power, or I think aggressive fighters, they're always prone to being hit more than defensive fighters, for obvious reasons. You step at the levels, they hit a lot harder, their accuracy, their timing's better. And I'm sure that you'll be aware of that.
Well, he's having to think about how to get in without shipping another big right hand as he does so. Averlant waiting for him to try and see if he's going to commit himself, try and see if he's going to wind up with one of those big left hooks which has provided him with the opening.
You should do what he's done earlier there, yeah. Just feint with the jab and come with the left hook on the side. Just on the back of the gloves.
There's that right hand again. The French corner getting excited. It was only a glancing blow, and one more. That's the danger shot for Anthony Yarde.
He just sits on the back foot, yeah, just takes the sting out of the shot. Or evades it at times as well. Just following Averlant on the ring a little bit too much. He's winning the round, he's dominating the round again, but you know, maybe just cut the ring off a little bit and start putting his punches together, as we know he can do.
13 stoppage victories he's had in his 14 wins, Anthony Yarde. Loving the fact he's topping the bill here. He wants to be a pay-per-view star in the future. But he needs to get rid of this fella.
I mean, he's doing fine, but maybe just looking a little bit too much for that one big punch finish. He puts his punches together, I'm sure he gets it.
Oh, good work right on the bell from Averlant. And again, the French corner getting mighty excited by it. And Yarde, the further it goes, the more you're going to be wondering, is the stamina going to be tested? Because he's going to be going into uncharted territory here. Yes, he's winning the fight, but
he's boxing at a comfortable pace. I think he's dictating the pace he's comfortable. So I don't think stamina will be a problem. There will be a question on his ability to...
Tunde Ajay with Anthony Yarde. That's how Barry's got it at the moment. One-way traffic, shutout time thus far. For the first time in his pro career, Anthony Yarde about to go into round 5. Averlant's off his stool, fit and raring to go. And they still hope and cherish the belief that the upset is a possibility. Into the 5th.
Well, he needs to start winning rounds, that's for sure. Averlant, if he wants to change the course of the fight, he's got to start winning rounds. Got to commit himself, which obviously opens him up for the heavier shots from Yarde. He's getting caught with a few here, Yarde.
That's good work from Averlant. He's come out here, charged up, and fancying it. Fancying he can come out, jab him, and he can land big right hands.
The only problem is, John, they're not big right hands, are they? That's the thing, they're scoring shots, but they're not big shots.
And these are big shots coming back from Yarde.
Listen, we compliment Yarde on his patience and his composure. Maybe sometimes in a fight like this, where he's not having the successes he's used to, even though he's winning, maybe just to go through those gears a little bit quicker.
Well, as he goes up the rankings, as he moves forward, he's going to have to find more and more opponents who are fancying it against him and adapt to all sorts of different styles.
Isn't it crazy? He almost criticised the guy for winning every round.
WBO.
The expectations are a little bit too high sometimes for fighters.
He wants to be a world champion. WBO champion's a guy called Kovalev at the moment.
Yeah, he's not.
Who's pretty good.
He's pretty good, yeah. You know, and that's an initiative. We all want to fight to be a world champion. We all aim for the top, and our aspiration is to be the best. Sometimes you got to wait your turn, you know, when it's time to go. And these fights like this are perfect for Yarde to learn his trade.
Well, we said beforehand that this guy had the attributes to really make it a worthwhile learning fight for Anthony Yarde, assuming he gets the victory.
That's right. But this guy has no power. I mean, no real power. No Kovalev power. Bivol power. Baturbia power. All these big Eastern European world champions are like heavyweight.
He's got 26 paid victories since he turned over to the pro ranks in 2006, Averlant. Only 5 of them by stoppage. Here he goes again. Yarde starting to unload.
Takes a good shot there, Averlant. There was some meaty right hands there from Yarde. Good footwork there from Yarde. So, you know, I'm sort of having a little moan about, oh, do this, do that, but he's good, he's comfortable. He's dictating the pace. He's planning on. He's treated to the ropes to set Averlant up for something. He's not being pushed back. So, you know, he knows what he's doing.
Bell coming just a touch early there, by our reckoning. but another Anthony Yarde round, 5 out of 5.
Yeah, for me, I think he's been competitive in a couple of rounds, Averlant, but I think Yarde's winning everything for me.
This was early on when Averlant came off his stool and really gave it a go in the first 20 seconds.
Well, it's a great effort, but most of it's missing, let's be honest, and even the ones they're not missing, they're cuffing shots, but then when Yarde lands, it's a different ball game, even if they're partially blocked.
Five rounds out of 5. That's for Barry. Judges sitting at ringside, of course. Let's listen in. Sixth round. Yarde's face reddened a little from some of the blows that he's had to absorb.
Taken a few punches. He hasn't taken anything heavy. If Averlant has anything heavy in his artery, he hasn't taken anything heavy at all. It's just we're not used to seeing him take punches, and that's where it highlights the fact that, oh, hang on, he's getting caught here a little bit.
And he's not got that amateur pedigree, has he? He's learnt as a professional, learnt in the professional gym as well, Yarde.
Yeah, and that makes it a little bit more difficult, but this is his 15th fight, isn't he, now? So, you've got to forget about what he's done as an amateur. He's a full-fledged professional now, so, what went on before is irrelevant. This is where he's at. He's highly ranked in the WBO, of course, in the world ratings.
Nice uppercut inside from Yarde. Tight guard from Averlant. Trying to wait for the opening and the opportunity to unload his right hand.
Even here, I don't think he should be staying on the ropes, Yarde, but he's deciding to. He's not being pushed back, not under any pressure.
Good shot, oh, great shot. What a tremendous punch that was, off the ropes, and that is the sort of left hook from which a man is not going to recover. The count's at 8, at 9, he's on his feet. He says he's okay, but the pain's still there, and one more, and he will surely go. Action underway again, and he's got to survive more than a minute here in the 6th round. And Yarde looking to find more body shots. He finds one, he goes down, and I don't think he's going to be able to continue. A little shake of the head from Averlant. The count's at 6. Is he going to get up? He does. And he bravely says, yes, I can do it. But one more shot to the body, and you know what's going to happen. He's going to go down again. Yarde's trying to measure him for it, trying to look for the opportunity with 40 seconds to go. Was a tremendous left hook off the ropes that initially created the opportunity. Oh, great uppercut as well. And he's giving him a working over now, Barry. This is tremendous from Yarde.
Averlant's courage is tremendous, but it's a sickening body shot the first shot. He's no right to get up. But he's weak now, he's done.
The pain stays there. Another big body shot. Left hook to the body, that one's low. And he complains to the referee, and the referee says, keep your shots up. There's another one. It's that left hook underneath the right elbow, which might finish it. And what bravery from Averlant to get through those 2 knockdowns. That first left hook was a sensational punch.
Well, that was it. We thought it was fight over, let's be honest. It almost cut him in half. And the bravery to get up was tremendous. And I'm so happy that he got to the end of the round. And the courage he deserves to see another round. I don't know whether he'll he deserves to see another round, because to get up and fire on and see that 40 seconds is a long time done in a round to go through.
It kind of takes it away from it, that overhead shot, doesn't it? But you see there.
Look at that.
What a shot.
Little tap to the head. And we said about he's volunteered back to the ropes. He hasn't been pushed back. Already win this, already a problem there. Doesn't take much then to put it down. But he did tremendously well to see it through to the end of the round.
So into the 7th round. And it is power shots to the body which have put Anthony Yarde in complete control here. It's a 10-rounder, but surely now it's only a matter of time. How well has Averlant recovered from those two tremendous left hooks which levelled him? And another one goes in now.
Well, I thought it was over. I thought the next time he's with the body shot, he's going down, and he's going down for good. But you know, didn't do the kid justice at all. The problem is he's hurt now in a fight that he's losing every round.
You can see Anthony Yarde trying to manoeuvre himself into the position to throw another big body shot. Oh, under the head shot. Left to the body, he almost went down again there, believe me.
Well, it is just survival mode for Averlant, but he's doing a great job at surviving.
Well, he's just fighting on instinct. He's got nothing to give back now. There's another big shot to the body and another. How is he staying up there?
He's got to start fighting back, but otherwise the referee will step in.
It's all over, surely, this. He could be taken out of there now, and you wonder whether a merciful corner should be thinking about getting him out of there. Steve Gray taking a very close look here. He wants to see something coming back from Averlant. The moment those gloves start to drop, and if he gets caught on the head, I think it's going to be all over. Good uppercut. Great shot inside.
A long way to go as well, minute and a half, and he's just slowly, he's not rushing his work, not gassing out here, Yarde, either. And you're right, spot on with the corner, John. They should be throwing the towel in now.
Well, it's a tough decision to make. It's a hard thing for any corner to do. Lands with a straight jab, but no power in it. It's a tough thing for a corner to do. But you don't like see a guy getting really badly hurt gratuitously.
No, he's taking heavy shots, but if Yarde puts an injection in place of his work now, rallies off a 6-7 punch combination, the referee steps in.
Well, here he goes. Maybe he'll look for precisely that, chasing him across the ring.
Punches the air now in combinations, got him on the ropes. The referee steps in, he stops the fight. I think Yarde's looking for that knockout punch. You don't want the referee to stop the fight, he wants him on the floor.
French corner getting very excited. They think that Yarde might have punched himself out, and they're looking for their man to land something big here. Yarde having none of it. Last few seconds of the 7th round. And fair play to Tony Averlant, battling through and getting through when he looked as though he was a sitting duck.
Well, he's spent, John. He really is spent. You know, I still think the corner should stop the fight, even though he did have a little fight back at the end. But Yarde let him off the hook there. You've got to say that, he let him off the hook. I don't think Yarde punched himself out at all, but I think he let him off the hook for no reason at all.
The corner have pulled him out, and Anthony Yarde has got his victory. It's a retirement at the end of that round. Anthony Yarde gets another stoppage victory. Great bravery from Tony Averlant, but the corner, maybe for me a bit belatedly, did the right thing.
Yeah, and I think they should have stopped it when he was taking all the punches. I'm pretty sure that. I think he's gone back to the corner and probably said, I'm done, to be fair. But listen, I think it's great to see Yarde go a few rounds, carry that power. You know, you got a knockdown, 2 knockdowns in the 6th round. That's quite impressive for him. But also, you see again, like in the last fight, you see little signs of defensive deficiencies.
Yeah, I was going to say, clipped by a right hand. Yeah, and he was in against a heavier-handed fighter.
But maybe with a heavy-handed fighter, he wouldn't be so laid back about his approach coming forward. So you have to put that into effect as well. But listen, he's won every round. No, impressively enough. What more do you ask for the kid? I think you've set such a high standard they would expect anything special. But I've got to say this: the talk of him fighting for a world title this year, right now, if we say, a premature. As Richie Woodall said earlier on, the British level, he got rivals there, the domestic level, and it'd be good to see him go that route.
Well, I've got a lot of time for Anthony Yarde. He's an engaging personality. He's an exciting fighter. He says the right things. He's a gentleman in the ring, pretty much, and outside the ring as well. Speaks well,
and he's a
and
good,
I think he's good for it. I think he's good for the game.
And he's a good-looking kid. He ticks all the boxes, you know, to be a star. Let's be honest. But you know, I don't rush him. I think he has to have those proper tests, and I think he's ready now to box for domestic titles and above. But jumping the queue sometimes, jumping up 2 levels too soon, could be a mistake.
Well,
maybe.
That was the moment that the corner said, yep, that's enough, it's all over. And the moment that Anthony Yarde knew that he was a winner once again. The referee going to draw the 2 fighters together behind our Master of Ceremonies, Thomas Treiber. Anthony Yarde just waiting, I think, to get hold of the belt, is he? No, he's now coming, and he's going to come to the middle of the ring. Let's get on with it anyway. Let's go to Thomas Treiber and hear confirmation of another stoppage win.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 7 completed rounds of boxing, the red corner advises our referee in charge, Steve Gray, to stop the contest. Your winner by retirement, still undefeated, and the WBO Intercontinental and European Light Heavyweight Champion, Anthony the Beast Yarde.
Well, Richie, we'll weigh it all up in terms of the good and the maybe not quite so good from Anthony Yarde in a little while, but the main objective tonight was to get rounds.
Yeah,
so,
it was, I think so.
Overall,
yeah, and I think it just confirmed tonight, like Barry Jones said, that he should be concentrating on domestic titles. You've got to remember, Paul, we're so used to seeing him dominate opponents, you know, so well, that he's come up against a guy who's given him a few rounds. He's not been so dominant, but at the end of the day, he still won it convincingly, Steve.